Well, hey there, everybody. Pull up a seat and come watch me do something real stupid. Since things were going so good the other day, we had a two-party rolling, me and Opposing Force, or Opsor on Xbox Live is his name. You'll see him in the comments in some of my videos. Got a two-person team rolling, and we were just stomping people, and he was doing a real good job keeping everything with SR-71s and dogs and chopper gunners and whatever other kill streaks he had, so I decided I was going to get a little bit cocky and do something a little out of the ordinary. So I put an infrared sight on an AUG, and I thought, you know what? I might have a little bit of fun this game. And I knew it was a pretty worthless weapon combination, so I threw on Ghost, and I planned on just kind of camping down here where the darkness and kind of the head glitching over these little areas like this would give me a really good advantage. And this is what happened. I actually managed to pull out a decent score, and I said that if I went positive I was going to post it, so here it is. I tried to speed up the worst places and the most boring sections where I don't get any kills or where I'm just staying in one spot the most. I didn't really even want to venture out of this little tunnel because I knew once I got up top I had no advantage with my infrared sight. In fact, I would be at a disadvantage with it, so I just tried to stay down here in this little corner as much as possible. But I'm just surprised with how it turned out. Anyway, haven't put out a video for a couple days, so I hope nobody's too incredibly disappointed and has been thinking they've missed my giveaway or anything, because they haven't. It's still coming up later this week, or not later this week, but early next week, I guess I should say. And so no, you haven't missed that. I've been getting a few questions on Twitter and other things like that. Ghost Pro still didn't help him. I still got him with the infrared sight. But now I've just been busy at work, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to make any videos or anything the last few days. Got a lot of games saved up just from the last few days that I've been playing. For the most part, I've been playing with a team, and mostly with a full party, even at that, and it's just changed the entire game for me doing it that way. I think I'm on a almost 30-game win streak right now, which is by far the highest win streak I've ever had, and I'm getting really close to having a one-win loss, which is something I've never had in any Call of Duty, because I typically just play alone, and usually my win-loss is somewhere around like 0.4 to 0.6 if I'm lucky, so having one approaching 1 is, well, that's just something really impressive for me. I guess a 1 would be average. That means you win in just as many as you lose, so hopefully when Modern Warfare 3 comes around, I'll still be playing with all the same people and maybe have an even bigger circle of friends that I'm playing with, and I'll be able to have a very respectable win-loss. And also, since I've been playing with full parties and communicating and holding the other team in places, it's really helped my KD. There's only been, I think, a couple games of Search and Destroy in the last few days that I've played that I've even dropped below a 1 KD, and most of the time I'm somewhere between 1 and 2, and sometimes I'll get up to 8 or 10 every once in a while. It's pretty rare. But yeah, I've been having big fun with Call of Duty here lately, which is, I guess, not all that common for me. Which is kind of good, because I've been in a really antisocial mood lately. I don't even like going to the store or going shopping. I just dread having to go do that. Really don't like going to work either, but hey, it pays the bills, so what can I do? And it was horrible. I had to go to the grocery store the other day, and there was just people all over, standing in the middle of the aisles, talking, having conversations right in front of the things that I needed to get. It's like, wow, can you people get any more inconsiderate and up your own asses? Of course, you know, I live in the suburbs, and a somewhat affluent suburb at that, so, well, kind of on the edge, in between a really nice suburb and a really kind of shitty suburb. So I went shopping at one of the bag-your-own grocery stores where everything's at a discount. Get some experiences with some interesting aspects of humanity that way. The lady in line in front of me, big, she wasn't like fat. I mean, for an American, she wasn't fat, but she was like really thick, I guess you would say. Had her designer eyeglasses on, some, you know, designer clothes, carrying a brand new iPhone 4 with her kid there, buying a whole shitload of junk food with food stamps. And if anybody knows me, I am totally not against welfare. I'm about as socialist as it comes, but I mean, that's the kind of thing that gives the super conservative pundits like Rush Limbaugh just a massive erection, and he riles the whole right wing of this country up in a frenzy against everyone that even might need the help, just because of the bad apples like this spoiling the whole bunch. And like I said, I don't have a problem with people that actually need it getting it, but I mean, if you got all that shit and you're buying fucking junk food for yourself and your kid, and, you know, wearing designer clothes and all this shit, you definitely don't need the fucking help. I know when I worked in a grocery store a long time ago, they had things, and they had restrictions on what could be bought, but apparently those have been lifted, because it was just solid junk food everywhere. I guess it really just highlights the other aspect of America and how it's fucked up from the other end, too. On one end, you get all the rich people that are in Congress and making laws, you know, owning the media corporations like Fox News that are just wanting to make the rich richer, but then on the other hand, you have people taking advantage of the poor and the people that need help and exploiting the systems, taking the money and doing things like that. And, of course, for the people in the middle that don't really know, that makes the whole right wing that wants to just fuck everyone and give the money to the rich look right and actually look like they're on the moral high ground. Oh, sometimes I hate this country and the politics in it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say sometimes, it's more like always. And I've actually been kind of looking at getting out of the country here lately. I'd really like to move to Brazil. It's a very emerging economy. Things are really nice down there all the time. The World Cup's going to be there 2014, Olympics in 2016. They have a really thriving tech industry, but they really seem to not want Americans there. It's really hard. If I moved there, I'd have to pay taxes there and here if I wanted to keep my U.S. citizenship, which it's looking more and more like I probably just don't even want to keep my U.S. citizenship ever, but I have to learn Portuguese and stuff like that too, so I don't think it's too hard. It's really similar to Spanish, what I've seen, and I know a little bit of Spanish, and I kind of know the basic rules of the language, so I think once you get that down, it's just a matter of learning vocabulary, which I've always kind of had a knack for, but then again, there's all that other stuff with immigrating, and it's just a pain in the ass, and especially finding a job somewhere in another country and moving away. But I don't know. Those are just ideas I've been toying with lately. Whether it'll ever happen or not, I don't know, but hey, it would probably make for some interesting videos if I got down there, and especially around Carnival time. Just imagine what I could be posting on my channel then. I'm thinking about taking a trip down there soon, so if anybody'd like to see any videos from that, if I ever end up making it, feel free to let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Although if I go, I'm planning on going to Rio, and well, that city has a reputation, so I might be partying a little bit too hard while I'm down there, and if I do get any video, it might not meet the YouTube terms and conditions. But we'll have to see. Who knows if it'll even happen, but if it does, I'll keep everybody posted. And anyway, new videos coming out early this week. Don't forget the giveaway, and I'll see you then.